up, gang? It's gang, gang, gang all day, every day. We spinning blocks and moving on bits. About that business. O block, STL, Lamron. Got the blicky on me. Today we are gonna talk about 051 Melly, born Yarmel Williams, who was a Black Disciples gang member and a member of the 051 Young Money gang. Surely, he was not anyone to play with. Melly was regarded as one of the gang's top hitters, with multiple hits being credited to him. In 2018, Melly was shot along with his friend Mu Crump. Crump would later die of his injuries while Melly survived. Yarmel Melly Williams was a well-known gang member in the streets of Chicago, but his fame did not come from rapping or sports. It came from the work he put in and the way he carried himself. He was born on the 19th of November 1991 on the south side of Chicago. He has two other siblings and he is the oldest of the three, one brother, Wu, and one sister, Kenji. Melly is the son of Yuma Williams and Angie B. Williams. He is also the stepson of the notorious Black Disciple member Jerome Golden aka Fido, who is now locked up for quadruple murder and robbery. But it doesn't stop there, because Melly has a very big and infamous family. His cousins are the 051 KD, Time Courtney, Time Courteyes, Time Big Dre, Time Face, Lamron Lil Rob, Ace Boogie, etc. He also has two very well-known uncles, Mubbo Kurt Mac and No Limit G Slim, and loads of other well-known people from the south and east side. Yarmel grew up in the Met Building's Randolph Towers, the Black Disciple headquarters on 6217 South Calumet Avenue that got tore down. He later moved to 59th and Calumet with his mother and siblings. Melly used to ball a lot and went to DuSable High School. That's how he became affiliated with the MCs that's on 50th and 51st from King to Cottage. Soon he would start repping 051 Young Money after the death of Zico. He never flipped to Mickey Cobra, even though most of YM's ops were BDs. He moved to different addresses throughout the south and east side of Chicago. His last known address is 6425 South Ellis Avenue, DRO City Snow Block, where he lived with his grandma Alicia and his father Yuma. Yarmel used to stay a lot with his uncle Kurt Mac and Crump. Melly is pretty much plugged in throughout the whole city. He has connections with Malltown GDs where he frequently stayed and gambled. This is also the location where he got arrested the most, 67th and 68th East End Ave, mostly for gambling. It is also known that some members of NLMB fucked with him because of his uncle No Limit G Slim. He also had ties with the foes on the east side. He can be seen in pictures with Bump J and other famous Force H members. May 31st, 2014 at 3:20 p.m. on the 700 block of East 87th Street in Chatham. Lil Durk was gaining more and more fame but was also dissing his ops a lot. This made Melly become fully OTFK because he knew that Durk wasn't about that life, so he wanted to show him for real. His first OTF target was Lil Durk's cousin Nusky. He had been dropping Ys, disrespecting dead ops and had an ongoing beef with Crump. This all gave Melly more than enough reason to murder him. He was allegedly set up by his girl. MacArthur Swindle, New, was sitting in a SUV when Melly approached with a mask on and shot him multiple times. After he was hit, he drove off and crashed into a window. March 3, 2015 at 1:50 a.m. on 8400 block of South Stony in Avalon Park. Melly his second OTF target. Lil Durk suffered a terrible loss. His manager, 24-year-old Uchenna Gina, known as OTF Chino Dollar, was fatally shot on this day. Chino had just met with Joaquin Noah to talk about anti-violence activities and went to get something to eat late at night. He was spotted by someone who knew YM's members and they got the drop on him. Melly pulled up as Chino was sitting in the car and shot him multiple times. This was retaliation for the bus stop music video from THFTP and the murder of YM's Lil Mark. May 24, 2015 at 8:15 p.m. on 4400 block of South Cottage Grove Avenue in Bronzeville. Melly and Aero were both shot in the head by Raheem Damron aka THF Raheem, stepson of Bezu, a few days prior to this shooting. The duo went out for revenge and spotted a group of boys. Melly shot Raheem and another boy who ran in the alley. Raheem died from a gunshot wound in his back. This was revenge for a personal beef between these people, but also retaliation for the murders of YM's members by the hand of THF. November 11, 2016 at 2 p.m. on the 8800 block of South Marshfield Avenue in Auburn, Gresham. Only a few hours after Bankroll Q got killed by Motown, Young Money got the drop on one of their members. Melly took the murder of Bankroll very personal because he was close friends with him, and his cousin Katie also got shot in this shooting. Melly pulled in a SUV next to a parked car where Delvan Weston, Lil Del, was in, and he shot him multiple times in his chest. Lil Del managed to drive himself to the hospital but died due to his wounds. November 30, 2016 at 8:05 p.m. on the 6800 block of South Cornell in South Shore. Trayvon was a member from THF who also claimed Marvin World. Fun fact is that he used to live only a few houses away from Melly, 6400 block of South Ellis, Snow Block, Terry. Police found Trayvon